Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we have news out of Washington where President Trump has issued asked the Supreme Court to review a $5 million civil judgment that found him liable for sexually abusing and defaming writer E. Jean Carroll. And jury in 2023 awarded the judgment after it found Trump liable of sexual abuse following Carroll's allegations that he assaulted her in the dressing room of a Manhattan department store in 1996 and later defamed her during his first term by referring to her allegations as a, quote, hoax and a con job, end quote. Now, Trump's lawyers wrote in their filing to the Supreme Court that there were no eyewitnesses, no video evidence, and no police report or investigation. The filing also says that instead, Carroll waited more than 20 years to falsely accuse Donald Trump, who she politically opposes, until after he became the 45th president, when she could maximize political injury to him and profit for herself. Now, a federal appeals court last year upheld the judgment after Trump argued that U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan, who oversaw the case, had erred in allowing testimony from two women, Jessica Leeds and Natasha Stoynoff, whose allegations of sexual abuse Trump has denied. A panel of the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals found in December last year that Kaplan had not abused his discretion by permitting their testimony. Trump had repeatedly sought to have the judgments in Carroll's case against him overturned. A separate appeal that Trump filed to overturn Carroll's $83 million defamation judgment last year in a case tied to his defamatory comments about her while president, and after the $5 million verdict failed in September. Now it's unclear whether the High Court will take up the civil case. Now we also want to turn to the wintry weather that certainly had parts of eastern North Carolina coated in white earlier this morning. It was beautiful across really the southern side of the Albemarle Sound, areas around Martin County, around Farm Life, where our very own Brandon Hardison sent in pictures. It was a beautiful, beautiful scenescape, and it gripped more than just us. Other areas across the country are dealing with this Arctic chill, this early kind of winter preview. Aaron Gilchrist has more from Chicago, Illinois.
We knew it was beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Well, it's starting to feel a lot like Christmas here in the South as well. And folks in this part of the country really aren't used to it being this cold this early in the year. We even had flurries here in Atlanta yesterday afternoon. The reality, though, is that this polar vortex that's dipped down into the states is affecting the Midwest, the Southeast, the Northeast as well. We saw plenty of snow, more than an inch in some parts of the Midwest yesterday into today. There were many accidents as a result of some treacherous, dangerous roadways, more than 100 in Indiana. There were injuries there as well. The snow also hitting parts of Tennessee, North Carolina, even here in Georgia. And that lake effect snow is impacting parts of western New York as well, dumping tons and tons of snow in that area that those folks maybe are a little more used to. But again, folks here in the South are not used to the cold that we've been seeing, with wind chills in the teens and 20s to start out Tuesday. We also saw, as we were sort of moving around in this area trying to get a feel for what people are dealing with, at the zoo in Atlanta, they had to wrap some of the goats. They're wearing coats in some cases, trying to keep those animals warm, and that's just a sign of what's to come. Although we do know that later this week we expect temperatures to climb back above 70 degrees in this area, a little more normal in the South. And of course, winter, the actual winter solstice, is still more than a month away. Now back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Aaron, for that report. We again hopefully enjoyed the snow. We're probably not going to be seeing it again for at least another month, but you know what, who knows? I didn't actually have this much snow as a possibility earlier today. Columbia saw half an inch on grassy surfaces. Jamesville and Fairfield came in with about 3/10 of an inch. Scuppernong, Roper, and Plymouth all came in with 1/10 of an inch. Swan Quarter recorded a dusting. Now, those are just, again, some of the reports. This is what we got in from Lynn Rogerson in Beargrass. As you can see, the road's still clear, the sidewalk's still bare, but certainly snow on the grass. This is sent in from Susan in Windsor. Thank you so much, Susan. Happy you again framed the American flag there over on the right-hand side. Memory Veterans Day. As far as what we've got right now across the east, air temperatures have risen from where we were earlier this morning. Many of us woke up to these temperatures in the low to mid 30s. There were most of eastern North Carolina actually made it down towards freezing, if not even a little bit further than that. Right now, we're looking at more of the mid to upper 40s, but it feels cooler because winds have continued to blow in at around 10 to 20 miles an hour sustained. Now, there certainly have been areas that have seen stronger winds than that. In fact, right now, Elizabeth City is reporting a 25 mile an hour sustained wind. It has been a blustery day. And the winds, while they are going to relax a bit overnight tonight, will not be going calm. We'll drop down to maybe about a 6 to 12 mile per hour breeze as we head into the early hours of your Wednesday morning. But even before sunrise, we're going to see those winds start to accelerate again, but they're going to be coming out of the west-southwest, and that will help warm us up as we head into your Wednesday afternoon. Air temperatures today, again, mid to upper 40s out our door as we speak. That's pretty much our high for the day. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to be about 10 degrees warmer than that at least. Some areas could see a temperature jump of around 15 degrees. Then on Thursday, the winds swing back around to the northwest, and while we are again going to see some cooler air flow in with those winds, we will likely just see air temperatures kind of hold steady under the sunny skies. Those sunny skies brought in by that area of high pressure, and not really seeing any sort of rain in our future until we get into next week. Here's a look at your full 8-day forecast, and lots of sunshine over the next really 6 days. It is going, including today, obviously. We'll still see some sunshine. Most of the day on Monday will be filled with sunshine. Those rain showers that you see at the tail end of the day, those are going to be more overnight showers from Monday into Tuesday as a cold front rolls in. It'll be a weak front, only seeing about a 5-6 degree temperature drop between Monday to Tuesday, but it will provide us with some much needed rainfall. Well, that's all we have time for today's 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at 3 o'clock. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday.